Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're at the Indian Super Series 2023. It's finals day. It's the first semi-finals. Jaipur Dolphins taking on the Mumbai Superstars. Jaipur Dolphins have won the toss and have put the Mumbai Superstars into bat. It's a new deck and it looks to be an absolute belter of a track. We should have pass scores of around plus 170. The bowlers will have their work cut out for him. It's finally some beautiful blue skies and sunshine here in Gurgaon, a beautiful town outside of the capital of India, New Delhi. And I, for one, can't wait to get started. These two teams have had to battle it out through the group stages, through the quarterfinals. And it all comes down to this. The umpires are making their way out slowly. They're the Jaipur Dolphins in the pink and black. Mumbai Superstars in traditional blue. What an event it has been. Many thanks to all the administrators, all the umpires, all the live stream back-end staff, the cameramen, the food caterers, the ground staff. Everyone's bent over backwards and given 110%. The nerves must be running through all the players now in the change rooms and out there in the middle. Excitement boiling over here in the comms box. Massive thank you to all our sponsors, from World Sports Betting to Sugma Finance, Capri Loans, Tech Bank, Apple Inc., the USA Cricket Council, Katiwada Foundation, Ken Park Tavernas. We couldn't have done this tournament without you. So big up to all them and the team sponsors. It's fantastic to be able to put on an event like this scale for amateur cricketers. It's lastmanstands.com. to find out more about this format of the game. It's 8-a-side cricket with 5 ball overs. It's the original 100. We've got Ashish Anja opening the bowling from Jaipur Dolphins. On strike is Shubham Chag. He's joined at the crease with Mohit Jawa. Both of them had good knocks yesterday, especially Mohit. Off the mark, first ball. That'll settle some nerves. Ashish bowls with good speed, good accuracy. It's been moving around with the weather we've had. Today's definitely the best condition so far. The tournament, brand new deck. It's coming onto the bat nicely. He's just played through the line there, wasn't quite there, and lifted the bottom hand off the bat. Played a one-handed shot, and it's just raced away for 4. Oh, it's effortless from the batsman. Let's have a look at the replay here. Watch his bottom hand just come off, and he's punched it through the covers. What a beautiful shot, and a little bit of a misfield there. Someone's going to have to tidy up that boundary board as the fielder knocks it over. First boundary of the day. First blood to Mumbai Superstars. Oh, and it's an edge, and I think he's put that down. That could have been an immediate counter punch from Jaipur Dolphins. The keeper's put that down. He's made a good effort to get to the ball. Just gloved it. Back at them. Fantastic timing. Look at how that's balls. This is a quick outfield. Another boundary there. Fantastic timing, and what an outfield. It's a lot quicker than it's been this tournament. We've had a lot of rain over the last few days in Delhi. The sunshine's just dried it out this morning. That's raced away. The score is 10 without loss. And joining me in the comms box, Mr. Wayne Grieve. And Wayne, you've been outside there and you've had a look at the deck. What are your thoughts on it?
Well, when I saw the deck, I immediately wanted to get my pads on, Bjorn. It looks an absolute belter. Just got that glossy feel to it. And the ball's certainly going to come onto the bat. You're going to get value for shots here. And as you saw in that first over, I think it was the penultimate ball, Jawa just leant on it and it raced through backward point for 4. So I expect this to be a high score day, Bjorn. I think anything short of 160, you could be in trouble. I think the par score for the 20 over game, I think we think in 180 potentially.
I think you're right there. We watch this first delivery. It's chipped over the bowler's head there. Should just be the one. On day 1, when we had a bit of sunshine, the par score was about 175, and I think this is an even better track in better conditions than day 1. So I think you're right. You're spot on there.
And the outfield also seems a bit quicker now. There's not as much moisture, and it's balls racing across the outfield as well.
It's the first dot ball of the innings. Big shot for LBW.
I think that was going over the top. We're good to see the replay.
Let's have a look at that. Slow motion. It's got a good stride in there. It's a good shot, but I think you're probably right there, Wayne. It's fantastic. It really is a good deck. There's bounce and carry. There's something in it for the bowlers. We've seen that early edge there that the keeper put down. But I tell you, if they're too full, the ball's going to go. If they're too short, it's going to go. So there's no margin for error here for the bowlers.
And Bjorn, correct me if I'm wrong, Jaipur Dolphins are the only team in this tournament with 2 sets of kit. I think they were wearing a black outfit last night, and now they've gone for the black and pink.
They've got on a home and away kit. This is their away kit. I think they've got some an inside track to the kit manufacturing team.
I've just heard that it's actually their home kit, Bjorn.
Their home kit. Sorry.
Last night was their away kit.
Okay. It's an interesting choice. I would have worn the pink in the evening to stand out in the darkness.
But if you look at the Rajasthan Royals, you can see why they're going for those colours, Bjorn. For those of you not familiar with Indian geography, Rajasthan is obviously one of the IPL teams, and Jaipur is the capital of the Rajasthan state.
It's a big wide. Can't afford to do too many of those. It's Ashish Anja coming on for his second. Went for 2 boundaries in that first over. He's looking to bounce back. And it's just the one. Neatly tidied up by the long off.
Looked like Jordan Collier was having a sleep down there at mid-off the boundary, but that's he's got the brim cap on.
Well worked on the leg side. Could be 2 here. It's good running from Mumbai.
So the first over went for 11. There was a good comeback in the second over. Just I think it was three runs in the second over. So Anja has been a bit more expensive, but he started this second over well. But there's a lot more bounce in this wicket. You can see that he just flicked that off his hips. But I think if we're using last night's wicket that had a bit more action on it, it would have been a bit lower, a bit more skiddy. So I think you can trust the bounce and the short balls you might be able to get onto today. As we say that short ball, he's got onto it, but he's found the fielder.
Going for the double play. The Non-strikers back in. You called it there, Wayno, and that's a good bouncer. It's at head height. It's above the eye line. He wasn't able to keep it down. He's caught at mid-wicket. It's a good catch.
Does there to be hit though, Bjorn? Does there to be hit? Maybe could have rolled his wrist, but I think he's just maybe taken back by the pace in the wicket. This is wickets. I think the South African and Australian teams will be licking their lips at this wicket, Bjorn.
Unfortunately, none of them made it through to this round of the tournament, but that's certainly a good bounce and carry and a good bouncer there. The batsman could have actually left that one. He's just come to the crease. He was rushed a bit, possibly maybe pulled it behind square, used the pace of the ball, but unable to keep it down. That's a big blow by the Mumbai superstars on the Jaipur Dolphins. The next batsman's Atul Kushwaha. He had a good knock yesterday. It's a game changer of the match. He made a very healthy 40, which kept them in the match. Without that knock, I think it was game over for them.
Well, this is a really good cricket wicket, Bjorn, because if you've got some pace, you can rush the batsman here. But at the same time, if your skills are down, the wicket's superb for the batsman, and they can get on top of you. So this is exactly what you want to see for finals day.
It's a good delivery. Just beats him there. Good length. Yeah, it's different conditions today, and we've got another semi-final after this. It's the Katiwada Cat Kings taking on Delhi Lions, and I think it suits the Katiwada Cat Kings. They've got a lot of seamers in their team. Should be some swing out there for them. So Manoj Yadav coming on for his second. He had a great start in the last over. It's good running from Mumbai again. It's just stroked that into the covers. Soft hands.
So just take this moment, Beyond, to thank the Last Man Stands IT team, headed up by Hasib and Manny, backed up by Rifat and his team in Dakar. They've done a tremendous job this whole tournament, sometimes under pressure, but always delivering the goods.
And unbelievable pressure this morning. There was a massive server issue. And we had the old-fashioned pen and paper ready to score this game, but they've worked miracles. So, yeah, massive thank you to all the IT staff. I had heart palpitations this morning. Neatly played. Good release shot there. They're looking for two. It's really good running.
It was good running in the end, Bjorn, but I don't think the intensity when they ran the first one was there.
But he kept his eye open.
Yeah.
He was just watching the fielder, and he saw the fielder was a bit slack there, slacking off, and I think that's why he turned slowly just to suss out the situation. I'm a bit blindsided, but I'm guessing the fielder was a bit lackadaisical in getting it in.
He's an elegant player, Atul Kushwaha. I enjoyed watching him bat yesterday. Started off exactly like he's done here in this fashion, 9 off 9, and then he hit the accelerator button, and he ended up with a 50 off about 30 balls. So much will be relying on Kushwaha here.
Yeah, he's not a big striker like some of the batsmen in the tournament. He works the ball around. He's an accumulator, but he manages to get a decent strike rate. And he always gives his team a chance and something to defend, especially when he's backed up by the likes of Shubham Chugg.
What I like about him, he definitely has a gear shift in him. So, and we saw yesterday, I think someone bounced him and he hit it into the road. So I'd be interested to see if they do go short to him here and what response he gets, because from what I've seen so far, he's fairly good on the short one.
I think they should test him out. It's a bit quicker today. They've already got one wicket from him. Not every ball, but just See how he handles it. Different pace today.
I hope he does, because something will definitely happen. I think he'll take it on. So steady starts, just 6 and over. Pushed into the gap between mid-on and mid-wicket. They think about 2.
Really hard running that first one. That's good cricket from the Mumbai superstars. There's pressure on the fielders out there. They know they've got to pick it up cleanly, otherwise they're going for 2.
So Ali, he's bowled just to 2 deliveries, going for 2. Little cutter there, rolls these fingers under it. And Atul moves to 5 from 5. 5 singles, no dot balls, no 2s.
He's read the master plan on how to play here. No dot balls is a key thing for his batting.
I think understanding game situations is important in any format of the cricket, and that applies to last man stands as well. I think when you lose an early wicket and you come in at 3, you possibly have to play within yourself a little bit more than if you come in maybe in the 7th or 8th over. So it's good to see him being aware here.
Oof. Wrong shot selection there from Shubham. I think it was too close to hook that one. It's gone out to long off. Another good over from Ali.
5 overs done, 28 for 1.
You might be picking up the on-field commentary from home. It's finals day. We brought in some commentary from the side of the field, some drummers, some music. There's a DJ. So it's going to be a lot of fun this afternoon and this evening. Later this evening we've got former Indian cricketer Madan Lal that will be coming to do some commentary, and he'll be here for the presentation this evening. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. Flicked off his leg. Fielder comes around. Slide. Well, I thought that should have been 2. Shabam wanted 2, but he was sent back by Atul Kushwaha. So that's superb fielding out there from the young man at square leg, which is now backward point to the left-hander. Well, deft touch into the offside. They're thinking of 2. So at the moment, the Jaipur Dolphins just putting a bit of a strangle in this game. Beyond the timeline, we always like to look at it. Always starts to give you a picture of where the game is at, and you feel that the superstars need a pressure release. Beyond.
Yeah, Atul looks happy just to knock it around still.
It's a great shot just for 1 again.
I think it's good bowling from Jaipur. They noticed early on that the cricket bowlers were going for a few boundaries, and they're just taking the pace off now with these first change bowlers, Manov, Yadav. Last 10 balls, just singles, or just the 1-2. They're running hard here. This could be another 2, but no, it's great fielding in the deep there. So 1 to come in this over here. The score is 32 for 1. Projected score just 110. Earlier we were saying the past score is 175, 180. This could be out, or is it going to be 6? That's the first 6 of the day. It's a lovely shot from Shabam Chag. Takes him to 22 of 17.
6 overs down, 38 for 1 wicket.
Let's have a look at this replay here. So we've got the Malaysia Open taking place on the 28th of July to the 4th of August. It's going to be a fantastic last man stands tournament event. Beautiful place to go and visit. Beautiful place to play cricket. You've got a team and you fancy yourselves. Great prizes as well to be won. Go to lastmanstands.com/Malaysia-Open. Get yourself registered now before it's too late. The spaces are filling up fast. Now back to the cricket here. Atul Kushwaha on strike. He's on 7 from 7. That's a lovely little deft touch there down to third man. It's going to be 4 runs. No, not enough legs on it. I thought outfield is a bit slower that side of the wicket. Nonetheless, a great shot by Atul.
And beyond that Malaysia Open really is going to be exciting. 28th of July to the 4th of August. We've already had some registrations overnight. Places are filling up quickly.
Unlucky there. He's trying to work it behind the square. Now just looking at this beautiful conditions out here, and I know it's going to be similar at the Malaysia Open. Makes me want to get my boots out and start up again. Take a team over there from Joburg.
I think I might have a family holiday around that time. I've just got to check. But if I don't have a family holiday, my wife's listening at home. Maybe we can even combine a family holiday out there.
Sounds good.
That's what she's been asking for years, to combine a cricketing tour with a holiday, family holiday.
It's a family dream holiday, I think.
Yeah. She said she's keen to do some umpiring. And maybe some live score.
Oh, my wife loves scoring on the side of the field. Nothing better. It's a personal hobby of hers. Just found out the fielder there. Just picking him out. So it's still a little bit of pressure on the Mumbai Superstars. It's just 42 runs. Projected score 124 only, but
they're building beyond. Atul did this yesterday. 10 of 10. It's about now he starts just to up the ante a bit. And there we go. 4 more. 40's name. 14.
Just rocked back there and smashed that to square leg. Just marginally short by the bowler. So that's what Wayne was talking about. He's got different gears, this guy. When his team needs him to step up the strike ring, he does so. Let's have a look at the replay. Just, it is quite short there, but he picks it up early.
But beyond, for the teams watching, I think this is definitely a different wicket to yesterday. Yesterday, that would have skidded on a bit lower. You wouldn't have been able to trust the bouncers match, and I think the bowler probably would have got away with this. We were talking about bowling into the wicket early in the tournament. I don't think for these first 2 semi-finals that tactic will be interesting to see if it's as effective. And I think there's a little bit more bounce. It's a little bit more of that South Africa-Australia feel to it. So I think you can play a few more cross-bat shots here without taking on too much risk.
It's going to comes up a bit more than yesterday. So it'll be interesting to see how the Delhi Lions spinners go. I think Ankit will still be a handful. He bowls from a high action, so he's going to get even more bounce than yesterday. It'll be interesting to see what the ploy is from the other spinners.
I think in last man stands cricket, probably T20 cricket in general, batsmen would prefer the ball to be bouncing a little bit. Depends who you're facing, I suppose. But if you're facing Shoaib Akhtar, you might not say that. But it's pushed into the leg side. This could be 2. There should be 2, and it is 2. So he's just taken the pace of the ball. Excellent batting there from Shark. There's nothing better than just playing a forward defensive and picking up 2.
For the first time now, both batsmen are getting ahead of a runner ball and starting to switch gears here. Shobchag on 25 from 20 and Atul Kushwaha on 14 from 11.
And the timeline's looking a lot better than it did 5-10 minutes ago, Beyond.
It certainly is, Wayne, as the 2 boundaries there have helped.
There's the bounce we're talking about, Beyond. So I think the fast bowlers will also be licking their lips here. All fast bowlers like to dig it in. Sometimes it doesn't work for them, but if you've got a bit of pace about you, you're going to enjoy this wicket, I think, Beyond.
I think so, and Jaipur Dolphins reading the conditions correctly. They've got a conventional third man.
Could be 2. Atul wasn't interested. So run rate just above 6. They'll be looking to build it up to 7, then to 8, and then possibly 8.5.
Still a bit surprised because they started off with such a bang in that first over, 10 coming off it.
Heaved away. I think that's going to be 6. It is into the nets.
It's a lovely shot there. He's picked it up early.
56 for 1, 32 of 22 until 15 of 12.
Decent crowd rolling in. It's a 50 up. If you have a look at this replay here.
That's what we're talking about, Bjorn. The bowler fancies a short one, but the batsman, if you like the short one, you're also going to fancy it, and that's going to make such an exciting day's cricket here, Bjorn. I think we're going to see the odd ball rush batsman for pace, but we're also going to see some guys try the short one and been dispatched.
He hasn't got that to lift high enough there. He's dug it in short, and it's actually just set up at waist height, and very easy for the batsman to hit that one. He's hit it in front of square.
And suddenly they are on 7 and over here, Bjorn.
The projected score 140.
And you know, with wickets in hand, that's projected score works on current run rate. So it's not a true reflective of where I think this game is at. I think we can add 20 to that.
So the spinner coming on. Priyanshu Gautam starts with a great ball. It's a dot. It falls on strike.
Edged away, and that's 4 lucky runs, but they all count. It's given a bit of width.
Used his feet nicely there at all, but unlucky for the bowler. He's bowled 2 good deliveries here.
You watch there how Atul's also made the play there. He's walked across his stumps, and the bowlers followed him, which has created a bit of width. One again, got the width again. This is great batting.
Easy 2 there. Atul using the crease very nicely there, getting right across.
So I think the bowler's possibly making the mistake of following him here. Maybe he should be looking to fire one on middle and leg. Game within a game here. Is Atul going to walk across his stumps again? This time he stands still. So you can see Atul's definitely knows his game here. He's obviously been coached well. It's not just about technique, it's also about method. He's got a great method here. Just mix it up a bit.
A bit of cat and mouse between bat and ball. Bowler wins that one. It's a dot ball. Comes in again. Oh, it's another great delivery.
It's gone on with the arm. This is a great battle, this, Bjorn.
It's exciting stuff. That's 3 dots there. Just the 6 off the over.
1 after 9 overs, so 32 of 22 until 21 of 17.
Projected score just coming down there. They've got to still use their feet a bit more to the spinners. Some running repairs to the tape on the bat there for Mumbai Superstars. It's brought on some water. They've only 1 wicket down. I think at the end of this over they have a license to start attacking and playing a bit more aggressive. I'd like to see especially Atul come down the track to the spinner, hit him over his head. A bit of gamesmanship going on here. First the Mumbai Superstars slow down the game, now it's Jaipur Dolphins slowing it down. Shubham Chug's stats as it stands. Well, that's very wide there and short, but he's picked out the fielder. This is the over, I think. I think they can attack. Kuldeep Devatawal. Plenty of wickets in hand. That's just step back and punch that into the covers. It's a good looking shot. Two runs there. For Atul, he's on 23 from 18. He needs to start accelerating a bit more. That's gone straight up. It could be out. Oh, it's a terrible effort from the bowler. He's misjudged that completely. Should have taken that. Atul gets away with it. And he's reached for it. Instead of using his feet, coming down the track. He's feeling the pressure though. Oh, it's another half a chance. It's good bowling from Kuldeep. He's got him in trouble here. Kuldeep needs to get to the pitch of the ball. He needs to not be afraid of coming out and double stepping him.
For one after 10 overs. Sudan Chang 33 not out on 23 until 24-21.
So projected score dropping again. It's now only 132. Huge pressure being applied by the Dolphins. Both team owners on the edge of their seats. Ajit, the team owner of Mumbai Superstars, and Ronnie, the team owner of Jaipur. I think Jaipur Dolphins slightly on top as it stands. So if they carry on from here at 6 and over, it's going to be 126. At 8 and over, it's 146. And at 10 and over, 166. So to go at 10 and over from here is a must. 10 overs left. They've got to step up their gears now. They had a low total scored yesterday. They just never kicked on. They were lucky to get through that quarterfinal. Went down to the last ball. So Priyanshu Gautam back onto bowl. He's bowled 2 overs for 14. It's a good little lap there. Tried that the previous over against Gautam, did it at all, and it didn't come off. This time it's worked superbly. It's the boundary off the first ball of the over. What does he do now? I think he's going to dart it in. He's picked out the fielder. Square cut to a deep backward point. So Shubham Chug takes his guard. Switch ends after 10 overs. Ball 10 overs from one end and last man stands. 71 for 1. Dot ball. The last 10 balls, there have been 2, 3, 4, 5 dot balls. Only the one boundary and only the 1-2. He's gone big. It's a lovely lofted straight drive. It's the release shot and it's paid dividends. Let's have a look at the replay. Perfect balance here from Shubham. Fantastic shot. It's good cricket. Doesn't have white line fever there. Happy just to play a one. It's got the one boundary for the over. Got the second boundary for the over, correction.
78 for 1 after 11. Shubham 40 of 26. Atul 29 of 23.
So 11 off that over. And they need to go 10, 11 and over from here on in. Take them to 165, 170. It's a very good batting wicket. That ball's raced to the boundary. Straight to the fielder though, just the one. Atul on strike. He's on 29 of 23. He's come down the track there. Played it too long on. It's just the one. Like seeing him move his feet there. Needs to do that to the spinners as well. Shubham Chugh on strike. He's on 41 from 27. He's gone big. Has he got all of it? It's another 6 for him. He's opening up here, and it's just what I said they needed. I think he's listening to me.
And I'm loving the beat. Champion. I won't say any more than that. We've got a turbo voice.
Just need to get you and Roscoe on the dance floor later, Wayno. That's what we're all here for. It's neatly dabbed again. Good running.
Oh, and a little fumble, and a little kick. So this has been a great partnership, beyond low risk, and they've given the team such a good launching pad from here. I think they should be eyeing 10 and over from here, which will get them another 80 runs. So I think they're looking at about 170 from here, Bjorn.
They need to go 10 and over to get to 170. So it's not easy, but it's doable. They carry on batting like they are at the moment.
89 for 1 after 12 overs. Shubham 50 of 30. And Atul 30 of 24.
So Shubham Chugh's got to retire. That's a very good knock. Just accelerated when he needed to. I think he was on about 24 of 20 balls. So a huge acceleration there from the opening batsman Shubham. He's done a great job for his team. He's given them a real shout here in the semi-final.
And beyond it, just while we wait for the new batsman to come in, don't know about you, but it's when you come to India and experience cricket out here, you really do feel inspired, and you look around and people look at guys playing in the nets, and you look at the talent on display here. It's incredible. I think India could probably field 10 teams that could compete at international level. There's just so much talent. It's amazing to see.
It's frightening, the depth of talent that they have. And certainly they could certainly field, I don't know about 10, but good 3 or 4 teams would be able to compete with the best in the world.
And for those of you who are wondering what you're watching, this is Last Man Stands cricket. Anyone can play Last Man Stands. Cater for all abilities, from beginners to
experienced club cricketers like you're watching here. If you want to get involved, lastmanstands.com, join. And that's all goes down the ground. And we're going to be asking for new balls again.
That's hit the top of the trees. You can still see the leaves waving there. What a shot there from Atul Kushwaha.
He's a small man beyond, but he packed a big punch. And just plays within himself in those first 12 deliveries. And now he's got a launching pad.
Used his feet so nicely there. Double step the bowler.
A little shimmy, pretends to come down the wicket. Probably looked to play that a little bit squarer than he did, Bjorn. You could see the thought process, just looking for two.
I think a little bit of gamesmanship there as well. He's hoping that the bowler was going to drop it short, but cool deep, coming in again.
This wicket's also good though, Bjorn. That's just pinging off the bat. What a shot that was. Slug sweep. It's the first one we've seen, I think, today. And it's got the full treatment there.
Umpires are getting the new balls out again. I hope they've got enough here. This is the longer end for the batsman to hit the sixes. That's about an 80-meter strike. That
Quick hands through the ball there. The Jaipur Dolphins under pressure for the first time in this tournament. He's gone into the wicket. And I think that was a premeditated shot there from Dubé.
103 for 1 after 13 overs until 37 of 26. Ashay Dubé 7 of 3.
don't know why he's playing that shot. He's striking it so cleanly. Didn't need to do that. Ball was very short. He could have played the same shot again.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think maybe to give him credit, I think the fine leg had moved much squarer, so I think he was just trying to manipulate the field. But he's such a strong hitter. I think if he just stayed in his crease, he probably could have cleared the fence again there, Bjorn.
There's no fields at the top of those trees where the ball's been going. And we did see Atul come down and mention something in his ear there, and possibly he said the shot behind squares on.
I think for those of you wanting to watch someone who you can replicate your game around in last man stands cricket, and you bat in the top three, Atul for me would be one of the guys you look at. Just watch the subtle adjustments he makes in his stance. He really makes the the bowler think all the time. That's not a great display of what I was talking about, but one more run to the score nonetheless.
He's definitely got a license now. He's playing much more attacking. A bit loose there, but it's been a fantastic knock. Shea on strike. He's on 7 from 3.
And Dubé's got license to go, yeah. You can see what he's trying to do, just trying to put the ball behind square. Fortunately, straight to the fielder. But they're thinking about the game here. I do feel that both these batsmen have probably got license to go now, Bjorn.
I think you're right there. One in the bank. Shabam getting his 50. That's gone high.
I think he's quite down the field. It should be out. And is. Good change up from the bowler, just taking the pace off the ball. He sensed the moment there that Atul was looking to go hard.
Great bowling.
Just rolled his fingers under the ball.
Atul not quite there. Probably should have used his feet again.
And it was well caught. Fielder did well. Good to see the Brisbane burner is still here. Shout out to Chris Mapstone, who was playing in the plate game earlier and got a Yorker and hit him on the foot and he's broken his toe.
Ouch.
So I hope he recovers from that.
Sure, we'll see him later on today. We can get him into the comms box and hear all about it.
He said to me it's his fault, he should have just used the bat. And I couldn't argue with him.
Back to the cricket. Ashish Anja coming back onto bowl. And 2 balls to come here in this over.
What I love about this ground, Bjorn, is every now and then you look to the square leg boundary as you're bowling from this end, and you see some spectators on the walls. And it's just one of those fun things that you probably don't see in many other parts of the world, Bjorn.
They've heard the music and the excitement and the carnival atmosphere.
106 for 2 after 14 overs. That's where we were 8 of 5. Manek Yain, 1 of 1.
So, new batsman taking guard there. Looks like he's on leg stump. A really good crowd in today at the ballpark, and then spectators all around the
He's
park.
got the best seats in the house there, Bjorn.
That's the box seats. Getting comfy up there.
You can see he just put his ticket into his pocket there. I think he's in stand C.
He's not going to give up that space easily.
I think that was dead. That was absolutely plumb, Bjorn. On the full. Should be looking to hit straight on the ground, I think, there, but
He's missed it. It's full and straight, and let's have a look at the replay. Easy decision there for the ump. The crowd love it.
it's great to see guys coming in there, hear the music, and we've had a few supporters this week, Bjorn. It's great to see.
Comfy out there. Interesting period here. Good counter punch from the Dolphins. 2 quick wickets.
Hold him!
3
He's on a
quick
hat trick.
wickets. That is a great nut first up. Batsman has a look at the the wicket there. He's just missed a straight one.
Had a look at the wicket, but didn't have a look at the bowler's delivery. Normally, you have a look at the first one before you go here, but he's tried to hit the first one out in the park for a 12.
And that's the way Shut Up Khan bats. Throws a bit of caution to the wind. The same with his bowling. He's full of energy and excitement, but missing the straight one there. That cost his team badly.
I didn't think you needed to do that first delivery. They do have the retired batsman in the hat, so I understand the desire to get the game moving, but we've also seen beyond so many times that if you leave too much to do for the retired batsman to come back in, there's always the chance of being bowled out as well. So it can go. There's how many deliveries left? 27 deliveries left. For the next 10 to 15 deliveries, if they can go get 25 of those, and in those last 2 overs you can pick up 30, they still can put another 55 on the board here and finish in around 165. Bjorn.
They're going to need to. Won't be easy though with the new batsman. That's a great shot. Straight to the fielder. It's good field placement by the captain.
As you see Jordan Collier down there, third man, just sipping on a Coke. White brim hat on.
Maniac Jain on strike. He's on 2 from 2.
He doesn't have a helmet on. He's a tall man, so it's going to take some delivery to get it.
109 for 4 after 15. Maniac Yain, 3 of 3. Darshan, 1 of 1.
It's going to take a big effort to test him around the shoulders area there, but I think that surprised him a bit. I actually think Bjorn, maybe if he bowled that to a set batsman, it was there to be hit, it just stuck into the wicket.
It's a good delivery to a new batsman. And Faisal's bowled well. He's picked up the two wickets, and I think he's gone for less than 15 from his spell so far. Really good bowling from him. It's neatly played, rotating the strike. Nothing wrong with that at this stage. Just getting the pace of the wicket.
So there's 4 teams left in this tournament. Mumbai Superstars and the Jaipur Dolphins. And then it's the Delhi Lions to come versus, as we see.
Should be 2 there, running hard.
So the Delhi Lions will be taking on the Katiwada Cat Kings in the second semi-final. And what a great story that is from the Cat Kings. Huge underdogs. That's a David versus Goliath story there. The Delhi Lions are the favourites from here.
It's well bowled by Syed Ali. Just rolling the fingers there. Oh, both batsmen have now had a look. They've nudged it around. I think they've got a license now to start being a bit more aggressive. Don't need to do anything crazy, but if it's there to be hit, they've got to go.
It's amazing how many times today they picked out that fielder out there, Bjorn. The ball races away 5 or 10 metres either side would be 4, but they're well led, are the Jaipur Dolphins. They're playing in their pink and black today. Superbly placed, and that's a great shot. Just played it late, waited it for it, and just helped it on its way for 4 more.
They needed that boundary. Couldn't have come at a better time.
Oh, and well fielded out there from the ground staff.
He's been superb all week.
For 4 after 16 overs. Maniac gained 5 or 5. Darshan 7 or 4.
And look at that. The nervous of 6 has been hit over the boundary. They got their helmets on there.
It's wise from the crowd. The wall's filling up quietly and steadily as the crowd rolls in and people getting their spaces booked up. Oh, that's big wides there. It's costly.
Pushed into the offside. Thinks it's well placed. There could be 2. Need to go hard. Excellent running. Direct hit could be close. Be interesting to see that from a side-on angle. Again, there should be 2 more. This is great batting. Just working the fielders here is Darshan. He's come in and he's just kept the run rate going without taking too much runs, too much risk. 11 off 6 now. It's just what the Superstars needed. Chops that one down to third man. this game's in such an exciting phase of the game now. As you look at the boys from Sydney in there, they'll be playing in the plate final later on this evening. Big Brad McGraw.
Are they also drinking some Cokes there, Wayno?
They certainly are. They're taking it seriously. As we watch Ahmed continue. They've had a great time out here. Unsuccessful in their group stages. But they had a battle this morning against their fellow countrymen from Brisbane. And they came out tops of the last ball. And they'll be playing in the curtain raiser to the final later. And it's great to see them here supporting the semi-finals.
One ball to come in the over. Oh, that's loose. It's so loose.
And the batsman will feel that if he just got anything on it would have been 6 beyond. Just needed to get something on that. It's a small boundary down there to find leg.
But he still gets a wide, and that's the second wide of the over, so it's still worth 3 runs.
Mumbai Superstars needed that. I feel like they still need a kick on. Let's have a look at the batting cards here. Really good start from Shubham Chag. 50 from 30. Mohit Jawa never kicked on, but he was replaced by Atul Kushwaha. Batted superbly for his 38 off 28. Dubé looked promising, but also never went on. And it's up to the 2 men at the crease now, Jain and Nangukia. I'd like to see them throw some caution to the wind here and go for it.
He's just slapped that one through mid-wicket. He hasn't quite got it, but it's still going to go run away for 4. A sign of how quick this outfield is now today, and also a sign how good this deck is, Beyond.
I like that. I mean, didn't time it, but it's a boundary nonetheless, and it's aggressive. Not waiting for the perfect delivery to go for the 4. It's going to help their total. They want to get to 160. No, it's not going to be easy to get to 160, but they've got to try.
I think they'll feel that they've got it within their grasp there. Just takes 1 over 15. I think we've seen today that if you watch Anja continue.
Just picking out that fielder again.
And what I was going to say is what we've seen today is that when you do hit it out the middle, it travels. The ball's coming onto the bat well, so I do feel that they should be getting above 160 here, Beyond. I really feel that they'll be disappointed if they get anything less than that. And that's very well bowled. Just held that one back. And very unlucky.
It's good running.
Well, there could be overthrows here. Excellent work from the middle fielder coming off the boundary. Great game awareness there.
Good backing up. It's the difference between winning and losing sometimes. That little extra bit of cricketing nous.
This is great bowling here from Anja. Got one more ball of his spell. Has been the pick of the bowlers for me. Picked up 2 wickets. He's only gone from 25. And he just mixes up his pace so well. And that's important on a belter wicket like this.
Oh, he's gone. That could be a wide.
That is a wide. Umpire signals wide. But I like the thought process. I think if he'd bowled that one to the right hander, Beyond,
it would have been fine.
Yeah.
A bit taller man. He's going to bowl it again. What does he do here? Could be rolling the wrist, or is he going to send another bumper down?
Oh, that's gone out of here.
Now it's really costly, that wide. That is a huge 6. The drummers like it, and they're in full throws. Let's have a look at the replay, Wayne. Talk us through it.
He's gone into the wicket. This time, that's a great shot, but he kept his head still. He got into a good position, deep in his crease, and he's just stayed on that shot. Beyond, I think earlier in the over when he tried that shot, I think he lost his shape.
It's not a bad delivery there, Wayne. He's just played through the line of it, and on off stump.
18 overs bowled, 142 for 4.
Yeah, Bjorn, it wasn't a bad delivery at all, I think, but they've earned the right. They've got wickets in hand, and when you've got that platform and you don't really need to worry about being bowled out yet, you've given yourself a chance to go hard in these last 12 or 13 balls. So only 2 overs to go. A runner ball gets them to 152. They'll be very disappointed with that. 2 a ball gets them to 162. I think they'll be looking even a little bit more than that, Bjorn. I think they'll be hoping to try and pick up 25 of these last 2.
Ahmed running in. Oh, it's
he's
off a
got
chance. He's done so well to get a hand on that. It's a certain boundary. They have good running.
He's saved certain too, Bjorn. That was heading straight for the Sigma finance board there.
Is it worth taking a power play here at the stage of the game?
It's a tough call, Bjorn. Possibly, but it is a small boundary on the offside. So if you're going to do that, you'd have to bowl outside off stump and try and take the leg side out of the equation. And there's a left hand at the crease, so it's always difficult when you've got to change your field from a left-hander to a right-hander. And that's a great delivery. He fires in the wide Yorker.
Faisal Ahmed's also been bowling well. He's on 2 for 27 after 3.3 overs. So 2 to come here.
It's just gone for 3 of this over so far. It's gone wide Yorker again, but this should be 2. Comfortable 2. So even Stevens of that ball. Both teams will be happy with that. I think the Superstars need a boundary of this penultimate ball.
Well bowled. It's going to be 1. They're looking for 2.
Another 2.
Run. I have to say they've put a lot of pressure on the fielders, have Mumbai Superstars. Really good running between the wickets, all innings. I think they've added an extra 20 runs to this total. Just in running 2s.
19 overs bowled, 149 for 4.
Must say the on-field commentator updating the scores has got an eloquent voice, Bjorn.
It's a lovely. It's got a lovely radio voice, and I think the Aussie boys are absolutely loving him out there. They're always buying him drinks and waters, and so keep an eye on him. Make sure he's safe there. A big man on strike here, Darshan Mangakuya. Correction, it's Manyak Jain. It's on 16 from 11. Ali's bowling his 4th.
He's flicked out of his toes. That's gone all the way.
That's
And
the
that's a great shot, Bjorn. I don't think the bowler's done much wrong there. He's fired in the Yorker. I think if the batsman missed, he would have been out. Just watch how he's come inside the line here. That's a great shot. That's good cricket all round. And sometimes as the bowler, you just got to say the batsman was too good there.
That's the way to start the last over.
Coming around the wicket now. Change of approach here.
Oh, that's huge. That's going to be 6. It's a crowd catch. Crowd hasn't moved though. He's just stayed in his seat there. He hasn't bothered. He's gone over his head.
He's not aware of the one-hand catch rule here. Goes deep in his crease. Bang. Missed opportunity out there on the wall.
10,000 rupees if you take a one-handed catch on the wall on one leg.
I think we've got some insurance on that bet as well.
This could be out. It's a great
Right,
catch.
Phil.
Could be a double play. Or has he got a steal? He's got the steal.
Great awareness there. So I actually put that down as a victory to the Mumbai Superstars. They don't mind losing a wicket. They picked up 2 runs. And you're talking about earlier beyond those small margins there. That's 2 runs. And
brilliant cricket there from the non-striker.
Well batted by Maniac Jane.
And watch him here in this replay here. He sets off immediately. He gets his gloves on. Watch him go.
Very good awareness, Wayne.
And that is what we call a steal, ladies and gentlemen.
The field has done incredibly well there. It's a slightly too high to throw there, but he's just taken a great catch and released it very quickly. Now 2 balls to go. Himanshu coming in. He's been one of the stars of the tournament for Mumbai Superstars. A man of the match several times.
And they're above that 160 mark, Bjorn. Dead ball. Just saw the bell come off the stumps there. And that's the captain here, Darshan. He's just arrived at the crease. Number 4 on the back. And it's good to see in that timeline still. We haven't seen too many of those this tournament. He's got hold of that. Can we get another steal here? Can we have 2 steals? Oh my word, we're on a hat-trick of steal opportunity here, Bjorn. So again, he's done his job.
That's quick. He is lightning across the pitch there. He must be exhausted now. He's got to go and bowl.
And that's frustrating for the batsman, for the bowler. He's picked up 2 wickets. He's gone for 4 runs. And one of the unique aspects of last man stands there. And Mumbai Superstars are really on the money here. Tactically, they're very aware.
Have a look at the replay.
Last ball of the innings. It's gone. That's 4 more. So what a finish this is to the innings. A new batsman, a retired batsman, comes back in and smashes it for 4. And that is a brilliant, brilliant innings from the Superstars. But the Jaipur lads have got a good batting lineup, Bjorn.
They've done so well. That's the target to defend there. Have a look at that replay. One stage it was looking like they were only going to get 140, so I'm very happy for the Mumbai Superstars. Their bowlers will be happy as well. They'll feel they can defend that. 167 for 6 after 20.
We're going to be
Completion of the first innings, 167.
not out from 31. Atul did what he does the whole tournament, 38 from 28, just accumulated. Great cameo from Mayank Jain, 26 from 14. The pick of the bowlers for me was Manjov Yadav, outstanding. Only went for 19. I'm surprised he didn't get a 4th over. Anja was also very good, picking up 2 wickets. So 6 bowlers used there. Kuldeep was a little bit expensive at the back end. So we're going to be crossing shortly to our on-field commentator Ross Coward. He's out there with Gosh from the Kolkata Yankee Royals. And Rob, it's great to have you here. If you could just tell me how the Sydney boys are doing. Are they feeling good after their first victory today?
Absolutely, they are, Wayne. It's a terrific day's weather here as well, so everyone in good spirits around the ground. Going to be a cracking finals day here. Brilliant atmosphere with the music and the drums, and yeah, both Aussie teams got their first win in the tournament today, so buoyed their spirits. Brisbane first up with a win over the London side, and then Sydney Storm then overcoming the Brisbane Burners in a state of origin match, as they call it in Australia, New South Wales versus Queensland. So the guys are very excited about their plate final coming up later on.
Yeah, and it's good to see both Aussie teams went through the group stages without a win, Rob. So we had to put them against each other in the plate just to ensure that one of the teams at least got a win.
Absolutely. Good management all around there.
Yeah, but Rob, the standard of the cricket here has been phenomenal. Coming to India and witnessing this has been, I think, an eye-opening experience on and off the field for all these international teams, Rob.
Absolutely. I mean, in Australia, the comp is based on social players all round, so you know there's a bit of the cream of the crop from the Sydney and Brisbane regions here, but the general standard is lower. It's more social cricket there than other parts of the LMS world, like Bangladesh here in India and Pakistan to an extent, and also some of the leagues in South Africa. They all stand out, and that's reflected when you look at the world champs, the kind of teams that often get to the semi-final stage. But that's not to say that the Australian boys don't love the experience of challenging themselves in these new conditions and competing against top draw players that they
repeat. अरे बोलोगे यार सर एक बार बोलना again sir again sir थोड़ा loud testing hello okay got it the word start सर 1 मिनट मांग रहे वो कह रहे अभी बताएंगे 1 मिनट
Yeah. Thanks, guys. With me, I have Suseta Ghosh, the team owner of the Kolkata Yankee Royals. Been a good tournament for you guys. Round of 16 loss. How's it going?
Thank you, Ross, for being here. Actually, this tournament, in my opinion, also my experience in LMS is the best. So far as of now, I played from now. It's a very good tournament. And also I'm like to for right now first season 1 in this series. It's good for me. Actually, they were good too, and hometown, like my home country. I think my team was good too, but we made it until 16. But so far, I say that this tournament is going more bigger than bigger.
We really enjoyed your bowling. I think it's the best I've seen you bowl out of all the tournaments that you've played on all the continents. What's the secret?
Actually, second is my bowling is very normal. So I think it's suddenly when I'm coming with the bowling, a lot of new players, they don't know my ball, right? And that's easy to hit, but in case if you're not connected with the bat, it's not go to the, all the way. So a lot of games happening, I take a crucial minute I'm coming and take the wicket, and a lot of time I'm winning, I get a winning point also. But thing is a game, you never know. Sometimes my bad day also. So, but I try to keep it my ball very simple and easy.
From a personal level and a team owner in the tournament, have you enjoyed it?
I really enjoy it. I really enjoy it, I go anywhere else because for everyone, I said that it's the best one. So.
Well, all the best, and we hope to see you back next year.
Yeah, I'm waiting for right now season 2 for India series, and also hopefully everything is good. So I'm going to like my best team is doing next year, and also bring my local player from USA and my local mates. So I'm waiting for them to next year joining with me and this trophy. So that's why I'm wishing to all the players get ready for season 2. Whoever Yankee Royals player. and that will be my target. I'm being my that's my target.
All the best, go well.
Thank you.
Next I have with me Blake van der Linde from the London Hustle. This side, please.
That's on. Sorry, sir. With the Brizzy hats on.
Blake, you're a well-known face on the LMS circuit. It's been a tough tour for the London Hustle. Can you just talk us through the tour?
Yeah, I mean it's very difficult to pull some massive positives out of this tour from a player's perspective. It's been a learning curve, an absolutely pleasurable one in a weird way. You know, we've lost 4 games, but learned so much. Coming out here, we thought we'd be able to dictate the game a little bit more. You know, be able to impose ourselves on the bowlers. You know, you watch this stuff on TV, you look at it, and then you come out here and you watch. And actually you face these guys, and obviously playing under lights as well with dew, the ball doing different things. It's been different, and although we've lost, there were some big moments where we thought we were still in the game. But overall, I think it's a fair reflection of where we were. If you look around, looking at the big finals and the semi-finals going on now, it's that have pulled through in the big moments. They knew how to play the game and adapt to the conditions better. But as a side, weather put to the side, it's been a great experience and something that we can't wait to come back next year. Hopefully everything's going to keep moving next year, and we're going to be back and stronger. You know, looking to target a semi-final and see if we can upset some local sides next year.
Although the results didn't go for you on the field, the London Hustle have had a good time off the field.
You know, the pound's always a good friend when you travel. But yeah, you know, we had a really good mix of players. Dane obviously sponsoring the side, being involved with us, sending support. Plus, you know, a couple of guys who've come from up north and guys who've just started their LMS journey. Plus a few of us older veterans who've been around and know their way around an LMS field, trying to install a bit of you know, knowledge onto them, and away we go. But yeah, it's been great. Off the field, a few beers, social side, catch up with some old guys. Great.
Well, thanks, Blakey. It's been great to chat. Let's back to you guys in the studio.
You saved me, Blakey.
You're not going up there, Ben.
Well,
Very professional interview, that, Blake.
Have you done media training? It was like watching GMTV.
Oh, lovely. It was really, really good. No, it should be. Who's the money on? Do you know what? I'm going to be controversial. I've not seen either side play. I'm going to say Mumbai, and I think Jaipur are going to throw 3 early wickets. That's why. You have, yeah, you've seen Jaipur. Not really. You know that game we played against us? Yeah. Game.
Catch it. Does it go over King's Edge? Just drops short there. Where did that hit him? Was that a chance? Mike Jane, the left arm bowler, just putting in slightly short. Dipanshu Porter didn't quite get onto it. The global game, last man stands. You're joining us for some of the highest level cricket you'll see in the competition. Some fantastic performances here throughout the India Super Series, and these are 2 of the final 4 teams. Jaipur up against Mumbai. Mike Jain comes in and he's got underneath that. Will that go all the way? Well, certainly does. Use the pace of the ball there. Dipanshu Porter quickly onto it, just scooped it up behind square. Brilliant shot. Let's have a look at this. Just a bit short of a length here from Jain. Wow, he got onto that quickly there, Dipanshu. Shows his class, and Jaipur Dolphins off to a flyer. 6 off the second ball of their innings. Well, that'll get their confidence going. In pursuit of a relatively high target here, 168 to win. Generally think that probably about 160's par in a game involving 2 strong batting lineups in last man stands cricket. So that'll be a run rate of just over 8 and over required for victory. 8.5 will win it for the Jaipur Dolphins, and they've got a cracking start there with that 6 off the second ball. Just waiting for the ball to be recovered here. So the first ball was slightly short of a length as well. Hurried the batsman. But Dipanshu readjusted well for the second delivery. Just used the pace for a big, big six. What has Mayank Jain got in return here? Or in reply? Third ball of his over. He'll be desperate for a wicket. Mumbai Superstars bowling side. They're actually in the same pool as Kathiawar Cat Kings, who are in the other semi-final, coming up next against the Delhi Lions, who appear to be most people's pick as favourites for the tournament. They've looked tremendously strong with the bat, the Lions, and also a great spin bowling attack. Here we go, Mayank Jain in for the third ball of this semi-final, and he's got under that again. Dipanshu, wow, he's liking this bowling onto his body. What an early momentum shift in this game. 12 runs off the first 3 deliveries. Dipanshu Porter just using the pace of Mayank Jain, using trajectory and just lifting it up over the square leg boundary once again. Let's have a look at this. Again, just slightly short of a length on the body. Didn't learn from the last one. Better ball there from Mayank Jain, outside off, but it's going to go all the way to the boundary. Beats the wide third man who's out there deep on the 45. Again, using the pace of the ball for that 4. Dipanshu Porter moves on to 16 off just 4 balls. Mayank Jain under real pressure here. He's been superb throughout this tournament, but in the semi-final, under pressure in his first over, dots to start with, and then 6-6-4. Jaipur Dolphins, what a wonderful start for them in this run chase, targeting 168 for victory. Jain comes in. Can he finish off the over well? Fuller on the pads, just a single there. Well, dramatic first over, 17 runs off it. All to Dipanshu Porter. 17 off 5 deliveries. Wow, what a start. And I'm joined back in the commentary box by Wayne Grieve, who took you through the first innings. And what do you have to say to that, Wayne? 2 sixes and guided down to third man for a 4.
Yeah, we just ordered another box of balls there, Rob. We're just a bit worried that we're going to lose them today. This wicket's a belter. And the way it's going, I think we could be in for some high-scoring games here today, Rob.
We've already seen that compared to yesterday, where most of the totals are around the 120 to 140 mark. Today, we've seen 167 in the first innings of the first semi-final. Darshan Mangakia has been superb this tournament. Another left arm back down. Oh.
I love the left arm option when they're swinging them back in the LMS format, Rob, because it just allows you to tighten up. It takes the offside out of the equation a little bit. So if you don't give them too much width, then you can cramp the batsman for room.
Mangakia comes in again, wide outside off stump. That'll just be a single out to extra cover. They're going to go for the second. They're coming back in. Slow throw. That was not the greatest bit of fielding there. There wasn't the urgency to pick up the ball and throw quickly, and the non-striking batsman saw that, raced back for the second. Punishes a bit of a lax Mumbai Superstars fielding there. So 4th ball of Mangakia's over. Again outside off, played out to the deep, and that will beat the same fielder to extra cover. Wonderful power there, Wayne, from Manoj Yadav.
See, this time he didn't get the ball to shape back in, and just giving him a bit of room. And Yadav made the most of that and just placing the ball elegantly through extra cover.
Absolutely no movement there, and what a start here. Mangakia comes in, and that's on his legs. It goes out to the leg side. Square leg will come around. Just a single there. Just the start here that the Jaipur Dolphins would have been after, Wayne.
Now that, I think also it's a good comeback over from Mangakia. 8 off the over after going for 17 in the first. Just stabilizes it a little bit. What you don't want to do is go 17 followed by 13 or 14. So if I think the new bowler here is going to be Dubé. I think if Dubé can just find an over that goes for less than 8 here, they can slowly claw their way back into this game.
Another bowler that's been excellent throughout this tournament, Ashay Dubé. He needs to be here to pull his side back into it. Dipanshu Purale looking very dangerous. 18 off 6 balls. Manoj Yadav on strike. Straight through to the keeper. Lovely lines there from Ashay.
Good start. Now, might be wary of trying that again, because I think if Yadav gets anything on that, could race away to find third man for 4. Third man's quite square. And he's gone a bit straight this time. Good work from the keeper.
Tough. Bowling it down the leg side there. Small margins in last man stands cricket. But that was an easy call for the umpire. So a gift there to manage Yadav and the Jaipur Dolphins. Ashay comes in, one outside the off, one down leg where he's going out relatively straight. Just bunted down to the long on coming in. Just be the single there.
Yeah, and what the Dolphins like to do, Rob, is they like to get off to a fast start in a run chase. They like to get themselves ahead of the run rate. We saw that last night. And then once they're ahead of the run rate, the guys in the middle overs just like to knock the ball around.
So what has Dipanshu Purale got here? 18 off 6 so far. That one goes to backward point out there on the boundary for a single. So just pulling themselves back into the innings here. Mumbai Superstars after a blitz of a first over. 2.3 overs now, 28 for none after 17 went off the first over.
Bit of extra bounce there from Dubé. Good change up. He's a good all-round cricketer, this young man.
Just to give you some idea of the field settings here, there's a man out deep on the 45, almost a backward point, then a cover point on the boundary, long off, long on. Deep mid-wicket, very square. Just outside off there for a dot ball. And then the last fielder
the umpire signalled it wide. Thought...
backward square leg, the last fielder. So relatively orthodox LMS field. But again, Wayne, a lot of room straight behind the keeper there. So any kind of edges or any wides that slip down the leg side are going to go straight for 4. Ashay Dubé, no.
It was a good over, just 2 wides from it, and ended up going for 6, but they're slowly pulling their way back into this innings here. We need a good over from Manguyaka here.
We saw movement from him in his first over. That one doesn't move either.
Just get to the top of the bounce. It's a great shot. That's no half volley by any means. Just leans onto that.
That's twice now that we've seen Mangakir hit through the covers for 4. Pressure on him here. That's the line he'll be wanting to bowl, but he'll be looking for the hoop back in that we saw off one of his earlier deliveries. But here it just went straight on. Dispatch there by Dipanshu. Moves on to 23 from just 8 deliveries. Second ball of Darshan's over and it's gone high, Wade.
There's going to be 4 more. 1 bounce 4. So he's compensated from being driven through the 4. He's tried to bang it in, just not quick enough for that, and helped on his way for 4 more. So the Dolphins, they're off to a flyer here.
Well, Dipanshu Purale just showing how quick he is to anything slightly short of a length on his body. Well, that one's picked out from slightly outside off stump. Quick wrist just wheeled over the boundary to leg side.
It's a good change up here. Comes around the wicket, changes the angle, and he gets a dot. And it's so important in any form of limited overs cricket to not give up the over. He's gone for boundaries in his first 3, but he's got a dot ball and a 1. So it's a good finish there. I think this will just be 1. Fielder comes around, and Rob, that's very important. You see some teams, when they go for 2 or 3 boundaries early in the innings, early in the over, they sort of give away and give up on the over. It's important to stay in the over and try and finish it strongly.
Absolutely. What can Mangakir do in that sense? It goes down along on. That'll just be a single there. So he's recovered very well, as Wayne says. Boundaries off the first 2 balls of his over, and he responds with a .11 to finish with just 10 from the over. 2 overs, none for 18 now for Mangakir. 4 overs, 41 for none. Jaipur Dolphins with a wonderful start here, especially after the first over, 17 from it, but Mumbai Superstars have worked their way back in the last 3 overs.
So Rob, there's been a lot of rain earlier in the week, and excuse the slight pun, but every cloud has a silver lining, and I think the silver lining here is the fact that the moisture that we've had has been allowed the groundsmen to produce wickets that hold together. And now that the sun's out, baked down on a rolled wicket, we've got an absolute belter for the finals day here.
Absolutely. We've said it so many times over the last few days, but exceptional work by the ground staff here at Ball Park and at Games Forest as well. But the fact that it's now days, let's just watch this first from Himanshu Santalia, left arm round the wicket, just pushed out to the offside. They're going to go back. No, they won't go back for two, so just a single there. But exceptional work given the changing conditions on and off with the covers, having to prepare these decks every day. So much cricket's been played out on that square, and look at this. Day 6, I think, of the tournament here, Wayne, and an absolute belter of a wicket there.
And the skipper, he started well here, Himanshu. He took a brilliant caught and bowled yesterday, Rob. I don't know if you saw it.
I didn't see that, no, unfortunately. Out to deep mid-wicket there for a single. Santali has been one of the players of the tournament, the captain of Mumbai Superstars. He has a bit disappointing there to give the overthrow, and he'll be disappointed. But Santali's got a few tricks up his sleeve, a lot of variation, and he'll be a crucial element of this Mumbai Superstars defence here. His 4 overs, they'll want wickets from.
He's bowling to his field here, Rob, though. Experienced customer. You can see why he's the captain. He knows exactly what he's trying to do out here. Can he finish his over strongly?
Very round arm it goes. Does he get enough on it? Fielder comes round, just a single there, long arm. I think it was Ashay Dubha that came around there. Fielded very well. Makes a big difference that instead of 4, just 1 run. Himanshu Santalia's first over comes to an end, just 5 runs from it. Exceptional start from him. Score now just 46 off 5 overs. Good comeback here from the Superstars.
It's important to get your fielders in the right place, and that's exactly what Himanshu's done there. You get your best fielders more often than not at mid-on and mid-off. There's certain situations where you might want to go away from that, but in general you want your best fielders at mid-on and mid-off, and you want to be bringing them into the game.
So Dipanshu Porter, 31 from just 14 balls so far, 3 4s, 2 6s. He's hit that one hard. Wow, he's going very well here. Brings up the 50 for Jaipur Dolphins off just 5.1 overs, 26 legal deliveries. And look, he's onto this in a flash. Slightly short outside off stump. Shows that he's got all the shots here. Strong cut shot. Bang. Flies to the boundary. That one's to the leg side. It's just going to be a single to mid-wicket from Manoj.
Good change up from Dubey. Just going a bit straighter. Cramping Yadav for room. Probably gave him a bit too much room on the first ball, and a good adjustment. That's a great battle here. Dolphins slightly ahead, but 1 wicket changes it. Flick that off his legs. Just going to be 1 though. Little bobble in the outfield, but recovers well.
I do feel they need a wicket off this over or the next one though, Wayne, just to check this early Dolphins momentum. Both batsmen will be very confident out there now. 32 off 15 for Porter and Manoj Yadav, 20 off 14. They've both got starts. Dolphins need a wicket, I feel, in the next 7 deliveries.
That's only going to be a wicket if they're allowed to catch the guys from 40 rows back. That's a huge 6. They do need a wicket, Rob, but the other way to do it is to try and get some 1s and dots. He's just not quick enough, I think, Dubey to be banging it in. Certainly not to Yadav and Forer.
So, well, we've only really seen, I think, only 5 or 6 balls short around the body, and already 4 of them have been dispatched over the leg side. So
you can trust the bounce on this wicket, Rob. It's a new fresh deck. Well, this could be outfielder's got it. Oh, he's just mistimed that, and luckily he mistimed that. But Rob, yesterday's wicket, which was used for quite a few games on quite a few days, was just keeping a bit low, which you would expect after so much play. And this new fresh deck, it's getting a lot more bounce, which probably brings a lot more of the cross-bat shot into it. You know, you can trust the pull shot, you can trust the cut, so it really does make for great viewing. And I think the teams that are going to execute their skills today will come out on top. You can trust the bounce, and that's a big difference to what you saw yesterday.
Let's see if the captain can pull it back here. Himanshu Santalia on for his second over. He's been one of the stars of this tournament. Manoj Yadav going very well down the other end. 27 off 16. Fight it up there. It's just going to go to long on for the single.
You see what Himanshu did there, Rob? He just bowled that one from behind the stumps. So not only is he using the variation with his delivery, he's also using that variation through the crease. But that's dispatched over the cameraman's head for another 6. It's raining 6s here at Ball Park.
It's so strong to the leg side, Wayne. Dipanshu Pora goes on to 38 off 16 balls with this. Just didn't even need to seem to swing at it too much. Just muscled that over square leg for another huge 6.
Skillful batting, Rob. He's just gone deep in his crease. Again, been able to trust the bounce there.
Santalia, the captain for Mumbai Superstars, what's he got? Just nudged onto the leg side out to deep mid-wicket for an easy single. Sensible batting there from Dipanshu after the maximum the ball before. Required runs come down 101 off 67 balls. Mumbai Superstars need a couple of wickets here. Has Santalia got it? 4th ball of his second over.
Oh, they've mistimed 1 or 2, and they've been quite lucky on occasions here at Dolphins. When they've mistimed it badly enough or well enough not to carry to the fielder. But when they've timed it, it's gone the full distance.
Last ball of Santalia is over. Down the leg side, a rare mistake from the captain.
But great work from the keeper there, Rob. That could have easily been 5 wides there. Great footwork.
He'll finish the over again. End of the 7th over, down the ground for a single to long on. So 70 runs after 7 overs. They're going at exactly 10 and over, which is more than their required run rate. Very strong start here from the Jaipur Dolphins on a good batting deck. Do you see a way back here for the Superstars, Wayne?
I certainly do, Rob. And if it's a T20 game, normal T20, I'd perhaps be saying no to that answer. But there's a way back because 2 batsmen will be approaching 50. And when the 2 new batsmen come in, you see Dipanshu 41 from just 19. He's striking at over 200. But he's only got 9 to his 50, and that's why I do think they've got a chance here, Rob. They've just got to try and delay him getting to his 50 as long as possible. Make it tough for him yet. Don't let him just get to 50 quickly.
It'll be a wonderful Shadab Khan bowling. A really clever bowler. Charges in with his leg breaks. Good pace through the leg breaks. Different kind of bowler, and could that be the change-up that Superstars need to pull themselves back into this game here?
Yeah, you see there's a big gap down at fine 3rd man, and that's why Dipanshu's changed his approach.
Shadab Khan in. Played to the leg side,
That's
out to the deep.
Great shot. The helicopter flick up his legs for 4, knows exactly where the fielders are. And this man, Dipanshu, can certainly play cricket.
Just onto this in a flash, just working away right out the middle. Backwards, get himself a bit of room, and the helicopter shot through square leg. Fielder stood no chance out there. Dipanshu Porter charges on 45 off 21 now. What a Shadab Khan got here with the 3rd delivery of his first over. There's another almost helicopter shot there, Wayne, out to deep mid-wicket.
Yeah, this time Shadab Khan was just a little bit fuller. It's a great battle. I'm really enjoying this, and I think Shadab Khan could hold the key here for Mumbai Superstars.
Shadab Khan comes in again. He's gone big, down for long off. Just a single there despite the slight misfield. Good placement of the fielder. Just a single there, 7.4 overs, 76 for none. Dipanshu Porter now just 1 hit away from a 50 off potentially 23 balls. Superb opening partnership here with Manoj Yadav, 30 off 19. Ball comes in and he's gone hard there.
Unbelievable shot. I think, Rob, if you and I had tried that, we might have just got it off the square.
Oh, look at this. Another shot. He's played this 3 times now, and the power of the man. Wonderful batting there. Boom.
That's unbelievable. It might just look easy at home, but trust me, that takes some skill and some power.
Unbelievable innings there from Dipanshu Porter. retires off just 23 balls, I think it was, Wayne. And really has got the Jaipur Dolphins off to an absolute flyer here. He went at it from the start, taking 17 off the first over from Mayank Jain. And he's just followed it up and he's laid the platform for the rest of his batsmen to come in with a lack of pressure.
But if I was the skipper of the superstars at this stage, what I would be saying to the team in the next 2 overs, before the 10, if we can keep them under 95, let's try and keep them under 95. There still will be a lot of work to be done in the last 10.
Absolutely, but Wayne, you're saying that you wanted to, well, they wanted to try and slow him up on his way to the 50, but instead he's hit a 6 to get there. So he's got there quickly. Started the 9th over, Manoj Yadav on strike. That'll just be a single out to the offside. So as you're saying, it's important just to tie down the new batsman. Kuldeep, Devatwal. Try and slow the run rate a bit. 95 off 10, as you say, bit of a chance. And then try and turn the screw after the turn.
Yeah, if you still need 7.5 for the last 10, there's still a bit of work to do as the batting team.
Here you go, Mike Jain coming in, trying to bounce back from his expensive first over and just another single there as well. He started the second over well. We just see the advert come up there for the Malaysia Open, last man stands, end of July, early August. Going to be a cracking tour in Malaysia, open to anyone in LMS globally, or even if you're new to LMS, just get in touch, have a look at the website, lastmanstands.com/Malaysia-Open. Mike Jain in for his third delivery, and that's a cracker, just moves away slightly off the seam, I think there, a bit of a nudge from Manoj Yadav. This is a great comeback here from Mayank Jain after an expensive first over. He's just gone for 2 off his first 3 deliveries as the Mumbai Superstars look to get back into this match.
Yeah, the Malaysia Open is going to be a cracker. The tournament director, Rifat, very excited about that. See this chipped away to it off. I mean, extra cover. I was speaking to Rifat at breakfast about it, and he said there's already 4 teams registered overnight since we've launched the event. And apparently there's been 1 or 2 more this morning, so places are filling up quickly.
Great to see. Wonderful country, Malaysia. Very friendly country. Excellent cuisine. Beautiful beaches as well. Kuala Lumpur's a truly global city. One that everyone should visit. Just to single out to the offside there. So Kuldeep Devatwal, knowing that he can just get his eye in here, play sensibly. The runs are on the board. They just don't want another quick wicket or 2 now.
But that's a great over, Rob. That's what we're saying. Break down the game into different parts, and if they can get another tight over before the turn, it definitely balances it up. 82 of 55, which will mean if they can go for 6 or 7 here, 7.5 and over the last 10, you'd still make Jaipur Dolphins favourites, but it'll be a 70 or 60-40 type game, Rob.
Absolutely, and a new bowler's come into the attack as well. Shubham Chag coming on for his first over, last over before the halfway point. Bunted out into the offside there just for a single, starters over. Batsman having a bit of a watch. Manoj Yadav now the set batsman, 32 off 22. He'll want to get to his 50 quick, but he'll also know that it's important not to take too many risks and lose a second wicket. Played into the gap there beautifully in front of backward point. Good power there from Yadav, and this has been an excellent innings as well. 36 off 23 now for Yadav.
Watch how late he plays this, Rob. Just waits on it, waits on it, waits on it. Great shot. Ball's almost behind him when he hit it, and that's what's allowed him to get all the pace on that ball.
Not that big a gap either between backward point and cover point. I think they brought the backward point up a bit squarer after that shot. Chard comes in for his third delivery again, out to that area. Has he done it again? He's pissed.
Oh, it's a great footwork. He's passed the ball to his captain. Great assist there from the fielder out there, and Amansha does the rest.
Very important to stop the back-to-back boundaries there. Let's have a look at this. Out in the deep, comes around quickly. Just manages to get a lucky ankle to that.
That wasn't luck, Rob. That was calculated. And it's same fielder this time. Oh, and he's done the job here. So he's prevented the boundary, and now he's taken the catch. All skill out there from the extra cover fielder.
That's the big wicket they needed Manoj Yadav has gone. The importance of stopping that ball there, kept the pressure on, prevented the 4, and then this out high in the air, didn't quite get hold of it, settled well, and still had the nous to look for the double play, which wasn't on. But a good innings there from Manoj Yadav. Goes before his 50, departs for I think it was 38 in the end. Excellent knock to go along with Dipanshu's 50 as well. Has really got Jaipur Dolphins off to a flyer, but second wicket now for Mumbai Superstars, which is what they needed so much. 2 new batsmen at the crease now. Can they turn the screw and get themselves back into the semi-final?
I gave them a mini target, Rob, at the 10 over mark. After 8 overs, I said if they could try and restrict them to 95, they'd be in the game. And it looks like they got a chance to do that, and they picked up the wicket. So
Bharat Sindwani comes in. 75 required off 51 balls. Jaipur Dolphins, last ball of their first half of this first semi-final of the India Super Series. The inaugural India Super Series. Chag coming in, he'll be desperate for another wicket. Pick up Sindwani early, short of a length. Nudged out there to cover point, just a single. Brings to an end the 10th over. Score now 93 for 2 after 10. Kuldeep Devatwal and Bharat Sindwani, the 2 new batsmen at the crease. Now 74 required off 50 balls. And as you say, Wayne, if you break down this game now, and if it was a par score and 75 off each, that's a target of about 150.
Yeah, they win the game, yeah. 2 new batsmen. I think they're going to need to start the turn here well. The next 2 overs are crucial. Set the tone. Try and get a few dots, a few ones. They can limit the boundaries. Then suddenly the game will even right up. I think the Dolphins will feel comfortable with Dipanshu in the hat. But there's still a lot of batsmen to come before Dipanshu is needed again.
Shadab Khan bowling now. The momentum at the moment looks to be with the Mumbai Superstars. There has been 1-4 in the last 10 balls, but generally it's been the Superstars getting themselves back into the game. Bharat Sindwani on strike now. 74 needed off the last 10 overs. 94 off the first 10. Wonderful innings from Dipanshu Pore. Got the Dolphins going. Back past the bowler there. Just a single out to long off. It's a clever bowler, Shadab Khan. Really hurries in. Then good quick flight through the ball.
Robin, 10 over change for the viewers that are watching for the first time. Talk me through your experiences of why the changing at 10 overs is helpful as a league organiser running leagues in Sydney.
Well, as you'd all know, just holding it up there, as you'd all know, the amount of time spent changing every over in an innings. If you're just bowling 10 in a block from one end, the next bowler is always ready to go. Get through the overs so quickly, and it means that last man stands format generally lasts 2 hours for a game, 5 ball overs instead of 6. But it's mainly the 10 overs from each end that really speed up the match. And it really does add to the tactics as well, based on wind conditions, boundary lengths. So which bowlers you bowl from which end in the first or the second half of the innings are crucial.
So he started the over well. This one just a bit full. So he's 5 of 3. He's still in the over though.
Relieves a bit of pressure there though. 2 full from Shadab Khan. And Kuldeep Devatwal was onto it in a flash. Beautiful step forward. Got a full bat on it. Into the gap through extra cover. Can Shadab Khan bounce back with a wicket here? Charges in. Down the leg side, that one. Through the keeper there, Wayne.
That's going to be expensive. That's going to hurt. They've just started to get themselves back in the game, and then they've given away the impetus with the... I think that was called wide in the end, Robert, unless the batsman got anything on it. Yeah, it was called wide, so that's 5 runs, and that brings up the 100.
Wow, there you go. So effectively in that last ball has gone for 9, and that relieves all kinds of pressure that they had built. Desperately disappointing. He's got to bounce back here, Khan. He's got to get the wicket now. Well taken from the keeper. Almost got the edge there. So 1 ball left in the over. Shadab Khan, none for 22 off his 1.4 overs. He'll be desperate for a wicket now. Kuldeep Devatwal getting going. 12 or 7 balls so far. Last ball of the 11th over.
You can't afford to go for a boundary here. So he's done well. He's pulled it back well. Talking about that earlier, Rob. If a few things go against you, don't drop your head in the over. You've got to finish the over well, and he's done exactly that there. He hasn't compounded the error of the wide by bowling a half track or a full toss in his last 2 deliveries. He's just kept it together a little bit. The gap between balls and runs is still healthy enough for the superstars to feel they've got a chance.
Just feel another wicket at get the cat amongst pigeons here, unsettle the Jaipur Dolphins batting lineup. So Kuldeep Devatwal would be the big wicket here.
It's gone straight. Just a flick of the wrist, and that's 6.
Excellent shot there. Onto it so quickly. Step back, just backed himself. Didn't have to exert too much power. This was all about timing. Straight back over the bowler's head for 6. Wonderful stuff. Well, it's going to be difficult now from the Mumbai Superstars. They really got to bounce back here. 57 required off 44 balls. Still 7 wickets in hand.
He's just manoeuvring the fielders here. No, that's sloppy. So that's what we were talking about earlier there, Rob. You do not want to just give up. There should have only been 2. Almost a bit of a defeatist way he went down to that.
So disappointing for the bowler, for the captain and the rest of the team there. He got well round to it. He had plenty of time as well. It's almost like he overran it a bit. He went hard at it and then didn't slow up enough in time, but wasn't careful to get his body down to it. Then that's back to the bowler. Good response there from the bowler.
I think he had nothing to gain from the one-hand pickup, Rob. Even if he did, it was going to be 2 runs. So he should have just fallen at it like you and I would have.
Absolutely. 2 balls left in the over. 12th over, and he's gone big. Has he got enough on that? It's out to the deep. No. Falls short of long off coming round, but they'll come back for 2.
Tell me, Rob, these days we're getting a bit older. When you're running around the boundary and you know that you can't stretch your right arm, do you just fall down on the ball or do you get the foot out? Which route do you go for?
I think you always have to do the sliding forward to just get your body behind there. Avoid the mocking of teammates. And
well, this could be out. Fielder comes right. He's caught it right on his bootlaces. Very nonchalant, but right on his bootlaces. I'd love to see a slow motion of that.
Well held, as you say, confidently held in the end. Let's have a look at this. Child comes in. Doesn't get enough of it. Comes in. Oh, right, was right on his foot there. So got down well. Maybe just misjudged it slightly and then adjusted and recovered well. So another wicket goes for the Mumbai Superstars.
Just see, Rob, if we can see who his shoe sponsor is. Comes in. Unfortunately for him, he wasn't able to give his exposure to his shoe sponsor.
The new batsman comes in for the Jaipur Dolphins to join Bharat Sindwani at the crease. Little bit of pressure back on again, and Himanshu Santalia senses the moment. He knows that this is a big over in the match.
Yeah, all the fielders are going to have to get behind their bowlers here. They're going to need something spectacular. They're going to need a few moments of brilliance here to get themselves back in here.
51 required from 40 balls. First ball from Santalia. Punted out into the covers from Bharat Sindwani. 118 for 2 after 12.1 overs. The requirement now is 50 off 39 balls. So a couple of tight overs could pull the Superstars back into it here. Ashish Anjuna is the new batsman.
It's just beautifully. He uses his wrist, places the ball into the gap. That's such skillful batting. It's not easy to see. Perhaps sitting at home on the camera without seeing all the angles here, but he's purposely manipulated that between mid-on and mid-wicket, Rob.
Absolutely confident first shot there. Clever shot from manager.
Big shot and he's gone!
Well, they needed a captain's over, and Himanshu Santalia has delivered. He knew this was a big over, particularly after the last wicket. And they're on the charge here, the Superstars. 2 wickets in quick succession.
Third wicket down for the Dolphins. They're 120 for 3.
Oh, that is out. Absolutely plumb, Rob.
It's kept slightly low. Little bit of turn there from Santalia with his round arm action. Wonderful stuff. So the new batsman departs. He looked good with his first shot.
I think he was indicated that he thought it might have been going down leg, but I think it shuffled across his stumps, and the umpire got that spot on there, Rob.
I think so. That looked pretty dead to me. Let's have a look. Comes in, flights in. It's there. Coming on. No, that was probably hitting leg, I think. There.
His best shot would have maybe been thinking it was outside the line, but I don't think that was the case. It's hit him on the off stump, going on to hit middle and leg.
So 2 wickets in the last 4 balls now for the Mumbai Superstars. 48 required from 37 balls now. Will there be a few jitters going through the Dolphins batting lineup? 2 new batsmen at the crease. Sindwani's only faced 3 balls. Saeed Makamal Ali comes in to join him. The captain, Himanshu Santali, with his 4th delivery of his 3rd over. Just played into the deep there for a single out to mid-wicket. And you sense, after that 6-4, 8 or 9 deliveries ago, testament to the Mumbai Superstars. They're hauling themselves back into this game now.
Now, getting over the line in a knockout game is never easy. When you look at the breakdown here, you think this is a comfortable chase here for the Dolphins, and it should be if this is just a league game played in a league like East Sydney Division 4, Rob, where the guys are just having a social hit about. You'd back the batting team 100% every time, Rob, but here with the batsman, you've got the cameras on you, and one mistake can put the team back under pressure. So those 2 wickets have just evened things up a little bit here, Rob.
Absolutely, and it's not like they just come down the road here to play. Let's just have a look here at Saeed Makamal Ali's record: 46 matches, batting average of 23 at a decent strike rate of 167. He's got 350s, so he can bat, but the pressure is on him here. It's not only team pride to play for. These teams have travelled far to come here to Delhi to play in this India Super Series. Just down there off the pads. Will that just be the single? The keeper goes after it. Very important.
Directed, could be close. Well, he doesn't even attempt to throw it.
Disappointing, I'd say, there from the bowler, not to go up to the keeper.
The bowler should have gone to the stumps. The keeper stump and the mid-on should have maybe come up to the bowler stumps. Those are the small things you're talking about earlier, Rob.
Small margins, absolutely. There's also money at play here. Extra prize money for the team getting through. So everything play for. A lot of pressure on these batsmen to get their team over the line. Out into the offside. That should just be the single. No, they're looking coming back for 2 again.
Easy 2, Rob. Just manoeuvred the ball between extra cover and mid-off. Great placement again.
So just 33 balls left. 42 required. Score is 126 for 3 after 13.2 overs. Shudab comes in. The quick leg spinner.
Just uses his wrist and open the face and guides it down to 3rd man. But I like the way the Superstars are taking this game deep. Suddenly, this game's tightening up a little bit here, Rob.
It is. The pressure's building. 41 off 32 balls. He sent that. This is going to be 2 important deliveries here.
And you know the game's tightening up when you see a big forward defence. It's like he was playing for a draw in a test match there, Rob, but that's pressure. He knows that the wickets in hand are starting to become a slight issue.
Absolutely. Well, they've got 1 man in the sheds, though. Nudged into the leg side there, so they're going to look. They're coming back to no, just the single.
Yeah, Rob. I think
scenario 40 required off the last 5 overs now. Off the last 6 overs, sorry.
Yeah, maybe I was wrong. They're saying wickets in hand are an issue, but they're not an issue now. But you add 2 wickets on in the next over or 2, and then suddenly it is. But as things stand, the run rate required is now gone back up to almost 7 and over, Rob.
Absolutely, but I mean, what do you do here? Basically, you've got one of your best batsmen in the sheds waiting to come back in. You've got 5 wickets in hand. There's only 30 balls left. Surely you have a bit of a flash, a bit of a go here just to relieve this pressure, because the only way that Jaipur Dolphins are going to lose this is by this pressure cranking up and them not scoring the runs they should.
When you say have a go, I think what I would say is just bat positively. Don't be fearful of getting out, but that doesn't mean being
totally reckless. Just try and make sure you get in bat and ball on regular occasions, and when the ball's there to be hit, take full advantage.
So Santalia comes in.
And that's what they're doing, Rob. I think this is good. Don't need to panic just yet, because I actually think a quick loss of 2 wickets here would put a lot more pressure on the remaining batsmen. They just need to knock it around for a little bit.
Santalia again, the captain.
Big shot, but I think a bit of gamesmanship just to ensure that the umpire doesn't call a wide. As we look at the replay here, I think that's come off his hip. Himanshu's got a smile on his face.
Slips down the leg side there. Santalia.
Great keeping. So great over here from Himanshu. It's just gone from 2. Can he protect this over?
It's a big last delivery here of the captain spell. He's bowling himself out here to keep the pressure on. End of his 4th over. Up there, respectfully.
Another 4 defence. And Himanshu scrambles around and fields the ball off his own bowling. And that's the end of a great spell from the skipper. And stay tuned here, folks. This game is not over.
Wow, so 25 balls left now. 38 required. Pressure on the new batsman's side. Mukamal Ali, 3 dot balls in a row there. Means that he's 3 runs off 7 deliveries. Bharat Sindwani, the other end, 10 off 8 balls. So 2 relatively new batsmen to the crease. 15 overs, 133. Target is 168. What a comeback this will be for the Mumbai Superstars bowlers to pull it off from here, and it's looking like a chance here, Wayne.
Well, runs on the board, Rob, in a knockout game. You're always in the game if you've got the right mentality in the field. At times, I felt they might have been letting the game go, but the skipper, Himanshu, he's leading from the front here, and the batsmen are feeling the pressure. You know, that forward defence was a clear sign that he's feeling the nerves. He doesn't want to give his wicket away. But I think the message in the bottle to the 2 batsmen is free up a bit here.
So Shadab Khan comes in for the last over his 4 over spell, and that's swept hard out deep, goes to the fielder though, so it's just going to be a single. Important for Shadab Khan here to follow up his captain's lead. Look at those last 10 balls now, Wayne. 2-1 dot 1-1-1 dot 1. Pressure really building on the Dolphins. They need a release. They'll be desperate for a boundary here. Saeed Mukamal Ali on strike.
When the batsmen are struggling here, they've got Dipanshu in the hat. I bet you he's got his pads on. He's strapping his pads on. He's probably put his gloves on and off 3 or 4 times, thinking, get me in there, get me in. He's desperate to get back to the crease.
He'll be desperate, but he's running out of time to get back to the crease with a few wickets before him. Shadab Khan comes in. They've gone for the big shot there. Where has that gone out to deep mid-wicket? It's just going to be a single there. Well, that could have been the release shot. He saw his chance. He went big, but went straight to the fielder.
Straight to Dubé out there, and he's a really good fielder. Hardly put a foot wrong in the field.
Great final over here from Shadab Khan so far, following his captain's lead. What's he got for us here with his 4th delivery out to the offside?
Should be 2. Fielder mate, good shot. Just manoeuvring the ball with his wrists. But both teams will be fairly happy with that.
So Sindwani moves on to 13 off 10 balls now. The pressure more on side. Mukamal Ali 4 off 9 down the other end. Last ball of Shadab Khan's spell. It's gone for 33 runs so far. He'll be very, very keen for a wicket to finish that off on a high note and set batsman Sindwani down.
It's going to be 2 more. It's going to be 2 more. I think that's poor running between the wickets. I'm not saying there's definitely 2, but you at least got to run the first one hard. Hope that the fielder has a fumble. You never know if that could be costly at the end of this innings.
Absolutely, especially in this match situation. Let's look at the bowling situation, sorry, after 16 overs. Mike Jain, 2 none for 21. So who are they going to here? Santalia and Shadab Khan have bowled out. I think that they're going to go for Darshan and Ashay. Mayank was expensive the first over, but he's got to bowl again. Who's going to bowl out for 4 overs, do you think, Wayne?
I think you've got to go with your 2 up front. If you back them to do the work in the first 2 overs, they must be your premium bowlers, I assume. So although they come in for a bit of tap, I would feel that you've got to go back to them.
And to be fair to Mike Jane. He only came in for tap off his first over. The second over was a remarkable comeback, just 4 runs from it. If we have a look at the scorecard now, wonderful innings from Dipanshu Bore up front, retired 52 off just 23 balls. Manoj Yadav was looking excellent before he went for 38 off 25. Kuldeep Devatwal 25 or 13, so the top order really delivering for the Jaipur Dolphins. It's the middle order where they've started to stall here, and it is Mike Jane, the opener, back into the attack, outside off.
It's going to be 4. That's a great shot. That's the release shot they needed. So the extra pace on has just favoured the Jaipur Dolphins, and he's got the much needed boundary.
Picked the gap beautifully there, so just slight short of a length outside off. Oh, it's good pace on it. It's onto that inner flash, right through the gap between the backward point and the cover point. So can Mayank Jain bounce back again? He went for runs in his first over.
Elegant drive. The fielder needs to get around well. Pick up and throw. That's better running between the wickets. That's what they should have done in the last ball of the last over. And that's good intent from the Dolphins. 6 of the first two deliveries. Now the pressure's back on Jain. He needs to find a 1 or a dot here.
Crucial 3 balls here from Mayank Jain to pull this over back the way it should go for the Mumbai Superstars. Comes in again, third delivery, and
he gets that dot, Rob.
Crucial for his confidence and for the team's confidence. Now that the spinners have bowled out as well for the Superstars, we're probably just going to see seam for these last few overs, so the extra pace will go for more runs, more streaky runs. They're having a go at it, outside off, 27 off 17 balls, 2 balls left in Mayank Jain's over.
And he's just held that run back a bit. Really skillful bowling. And the 2 team owners, Ronnie and Ajit, Ronnie from the Jaipur Dolphins, and Ajit, they must be sitting on the edge of their seat.
Certainly will be. 1 ball left of Mayank Jain's third over. Fortunately, he finishes well. He's pulled this over back with that dot and 1. What's he got? His final.
Oh, and that's going to be out of here. He's dug that in and he's got the full treatment. What a pickup shot there. I didn't see that coming, Rob.
Absolutely. Well, Syed Muhammad Ali kept his head. He'd been going slowly. 4 off 9 balls. Bang, moves on to 10 off 10. Just that one short. And every time that Mayank Jain this match has gone short on the body, he's been dispatched to the leg side. Could that be the difference in this semi-final? Their opener, their tall opener, their paciest bowler being dispatched 3 times over the leg side by the Dolphins. Just 3 overs left. Score required. 20 more to win. What difference that is, Wayne.
Yeah.
Ball there, 26 off 15 against 20 off 15. Entirely different situation.
Every ball is magnified here at the back end of the innings. That 6 is completely changed the dimension of this game, and now you would think it's comfortable for the Dolphins, but 1 or 2 dots in this over and then it tightens up again.
So Darshan Mangakir comes back in for his third over. That's gone out to the deep. They'll just get the single there to deep cover. So 14 balls left. Probably won't be much movement for Mangakir at the end of the innings here. He likes to swing it back in, but this probably just goes straight. So where's he going to bowl it? He's not going to want to drift onto the pads. Straight down the ground there. Has he got enough on that? He has.
It's got more than enough on that. That's into the trees. And with that, you would think that the Dolphins are coasting home, Rob.
Absolutely. Well, they've kept their heads here, Wayne. They went through that pressure of the spin duo, the runs drying up, couple of wickets. Pressure was building on side Muhammad Ali. But they've kept their heads, showing that they can hit the big shots when required. 13 off 13.
It's gone again. The fielder's coming around. He's got to get some yards. He needs to start. What a catch out there. Unbelievable catch.
Wow.
Under pressure. It might be not enough, but if the team do get home from here, they'll be thanking the big man out there, Jane. He's run about 40 metres for that.
Didn't quite get hold of it. It went high. It went very high. It was looping away. Fielder comes around from long off, charges at it, and a brilliant catch there in the deep. Could that be the turning point? 13 off 12, new batsman coming to the crease. All it needs is a couple of dots to get the pressure back on. As he said, Wayne, every delivery magnified in this closing stages of a T20 innings.
That's just pressure, Rob. He's hit 1 for 6. We just were giving the game to the Dolphins. And an unforced error. Didn't need to do that. Just a 1 or 2 there. Just punching it down the ground and keeping the over going. You still think this is comfortable here, Rob, but suddenly it just gives the superstars something to cling on to.
It's all about trying to get it down to the last over with about 5 at a minimum required, and then there could be a few doubts in the batsman's mind. So if you're trying to get down to 5 off the last over, that means that they can go for 8 off the next 7 balls. It's going to need a couple of dots in there. New batsman comes out. Number 7 batsman now. $13 needed off 12. New batsman Faisal Ahmed joins Bharat Sindwani at the crease. Sindwani has looked good, and we saw that yesterday as well. Played a very solid anchor innings. Mangakir comes in. On the pads, played out to the leg side. They're going hard for the first one. Will they come back for 2? No, they won't. So
brilliant fielding there, Rob. Brilliant fielding.
both fielders attacked hard there, and that's better to see from the superstars. They're looking very alert in the field now. They know how much each ball means here. What has Mangakir got?
Can he find a wicket here? Calmly played out into the offside there. So no matter what happens, Rob, this has been an entertaining match. It's come down to the last 2 overs. Can the Dolphins take this game into the final over? And then when you get the game into the final over, you always have give yourself a chance.
Absolutely. 10 balls left, 11 required off the last 2 overs. Great mental strength from Mumbai superstars. Their heads didn't go down after an expensive first over. They kept on plugging away. Whenever the match looks like it could be getting away from them, they pull themselves back in. Can they do that in these last 2 overs here? I think at most they would want to go for 6 off this over, obviously preferably less, but defending anything less than 5 off the last over will be tremendously difficult. So we've got bowling Ashay Dubé is coming on for the 19th over, which means that I think both Mangakir and Mayank Jain have an over left for the 20th.
He's banged that into the wicket, just the one.
So 10 off 9 now needed for Jaipur Dolphins.
What's your
first team to reach the India Super Series final? Comes in for a second delivery here, Ashay Dubé.
This should be 4. No, just 1. The fielder was a lot squarer than I thought down there at fine leg. So I was just about to ask you, Rob, do you think they're going to be looking to try and win this game in this over, the Dolphins? What would your approach be if you were the batting team?
I think you've got to really to avoid the pressure of the last over. There's still...
It's just chipped it down the ground. I don't think there's enough to go for 4. So it's a good over here. They're taking the game deep here, the superstars.
Excellent over so far from Ashay Dubé. I think you've got to try and win it this over just to release that pressure. If you lose another wicket, they've still got the guys in the shed. They've still got Dipanshu to come back in, an excellent batsman. Let's see what this 4th delivery goes for.
That's out of here. You know when the fielder just... That's a great pressure shot under pressure, Rob.
Brilliant shot from Faisal Ahmed. It's just waiting for it. Then the one in the slot from him moved across slightly, got to the pitch of the delivery, dispatched over long on. A massive 6 there from the new batsman. Just moved across. Brilliant batting there. Now only
2 runs required for victory.
2 runs required. 6 balls, so the match surely going Dolphins' way. Here, what has Ashay Dubé got? He's got to keep his strength. Can he get a wicket? Just to put a bit of doubt in the Dolphins' minds going into last over.
I think what they've done here, and I like this from the superstar, they get in the mid, off, up, just a bit of gamesmanship. So I think they've managed to take the game into the last over, but just, Rob.
Just, so scores are now level.
And Rob,
1 run required from the last over. That's going to be difficult to defend.
I think what they've got to do here, obviously, it's a pretty daunting task they've got on their hands here, but what they should be doing is putting a slip in, taking the power play, getting 4 fielders up on the offside. I'm not sure if they are aware of the opportunity to take the power play, but they haven't done that. The only chance they've got is to get the cover point in, get a slip in, get a backward point in, and just try and bowl them out. 3 wickets they require.
Coming in a little bit now. Mike Jane for last ball. Goes through to the keeper. Well. First ball a dot.
And this is why you were saying, Rob, it's important to try and win the game in that penultimate over. And they pretty much have done that, Rob. If they were still requiring 6 or 7 of this over, you really would have fancied the superstars to have a chance here. But there's pressures building. Absolutely. They only need 1 run there.
He knows he can just get bat on ball and just run hard.
Keeper!
Could have been a catch by the keeper. Instead it goes down to 4. Well, doesn't even matter if it runs away 4. The match is over and the Jaipur Dolphins can celebrate now. They've got over the line with 3 balls to spare in this first ever India Super Series semi-final. Look at this. Didn't quite get hold of it. There was almost a chance for the keeper that was already moving to the leg side.
Oh, just needed to push off that leg stump. Oh, look at, I think that's Tim Rogers out there. He's loving the music. Got more rhythm than Ross Coward yesterday. He's had a great tour out here.
Saw him on the drums earlier. He's pretty good on the drums as well, Tim Rogers. So anyway, the Jaipur Dolphins have got over the line, 169 for 4, beating the Mumbai Superstars by 4 wickets in a cracking first semi-final of the day. At the tail end of what's been a terrific India Super Series here, the inaugural India Super Series here in Delhi. So Jaipur Dolphins advance to the final. Bharat Sindwani with 25 off 19.
And just a special word for Chetty. You can see in the Mumbai Superstars team owner, he's walking on the field there to shake hands with all the Jaipur Dolphins players, and what a journey it's been from him. He only heard about Last Man Stands this year. He picked up a phone call to the organizer, said he wants to get involved, he wants to enter a Mumbai team. He's made it all the way to the semi-finals, just misses out on the finals, but he will be very proud of his team, and as will Ronnie. Ronnie will be ecstatic. He's in the semi-finals, guarantees him and his team $4,000, and Ronnie there in the black shirt going to congratulate his players. Big hug. I thought the hug was coming, but he's just let him down there.
Determined team, very experienced cricket team here. They're going to take a lot of beating the Jaipur Dolphins, but there's a couple of very talented teams coming up in the next semi-final. The remarkable pace attack of the Katawada Cat Kings up against the Delhi Lions, a well-rounded team, exceptional batting lineup and strong spin attack. So
we're going to be crossing over to for Man of the Match award shortly, Rob. But before we do that, we just got to watch Tim Rogers on the drum. Watch him go.
He's not actually playing the drums yet, is he? But he's got the moves. As I said, he's got rhythm on the drums earlier. When he grabbed one of the drums earlier, he had quite the play. And let's look at that batting scorecard. Wonderful up top from the Jaipur Dolphins. Dipanshu Pura, fantastic innings. 52 off 23. Manoj Yadav, 38 off 13. That's where the match was won. Bharat Sindwani steadied the ship once again. 25 off 19 balls. Ashish Shanichna, just 2. Then some late hitting at the end. Mike Jane, great bowler, but he is expensive today. None for 36 off his 17 deliveries. Darshan Mangakia, 1 for 27 off 3. Wicket for Santalia. An excellent spell from the captain, Himanshu Santalia. Not quite enough to get over the line.
Rob, I'm more interested at the moment in Tim Rogers dancing. Look at him go. He's had an unbelievable tour.
Doesn't seem like many people are joining in the dance with him though. Why not? Like he's trying to get the other dancers in, but maybe he's just more interested in the cameras, I think.
No, he's really embraced his tour to India. His son's played superbly. He's been in the commentary box. He's been a supporter of the London team. He's supporting the Jaipur teams. I think he just supports every team. But we're going to be crossing over to Ross Coward, a roaming commentator. He's over there with Ajit.
All together.
Where's the Panchu? Is he here? What a fantastic result there. Jaipur Dolphins through to the final of the LMS India Super Series. Like to call up man of the match to Panchu Shaw. 50 not outs off 23. It's his 5th 50 of the tournament, so well batted. A jet from the Mumbai Superstars is going to hand over the... How's the tournament going?
It's a very good tournament, I'm enjoying.
Are you looking forward to the final?
We've reached the finals and we'll enjoy, hopefully enjoy.
Are you going to get your 6th 50?
I will try my best.
All the best, good luck.
Thank you.